Hello. I want to welcome everyone to this Hispanic Fiesta. Thank you for coming. And I know you're getting your food. Today we have Salvadorian pupusas. We have Mexican tamales. Arroz con gandules that is from Puerto Rico. We have empanadas that are from Colombia. We have plátanos, like those fried plantains from different places in the Caribbean areas and in Latin America. Guacamole, great guacamole. And I hope I did, and churros, of course, as a dessert. And I hope I didn't miss anything else. But right now, what we're going to do is, thank you, Jose Verduzco comes every year, and he really entertains us with all the music. He'll be here until the end, playing different songs. But we are going to, right now, introduce a chorus of kids that sing in different languages, but today they're going to sing in Spanish for us. And this is a group is called the San Hubert Singers, who's directed by Michelle Dominique. And they go and perform in different, they are third, fourth graders, and sometimes they have even younger kids. They perform in senior homes and different places. So let's give a warm welcome to San Hubert Singers.
Cielito, lindo viene bajando. Lara, Agustín Lara.
Hello. Are you enjoying the kids singing? I think they're doing a wonderful job. They are going to have a couple more songs for you, but we have, I'm going to introduce Mayor McLeod, Mayor of Hoffman Estates, that is going to say a few words with his whole community. And let's welcome Mr. McLeod, and then we'll continue with the chorus.
Thank you. Come on up, guys. I also have with me Trustee Anna Newell and Trustee Gary Palafis and Trustee Gary Stanton, Trustee Karen Arnett, and our village clerk, Patty Richter. Thank you all for coming. We're pleased to get together, to come as a community together and celebrate the Hispanic heritage of so many people in this country. One of the great events that, one of the great things events like this do is it makes us all familiar with the different cultures, religions, and food of people who came here from other lands, which 99% of us did, or our forefathers did at one point. We celebrate the great achievements of the Hispanic people, and we're very proud to celebrate today. I know we're going through some tough times around here, but I really appreciate you folks coming out. It isn't the easiest thing to do, but thank you. And you're showing pride in your heritage, and you're showing pride as Americans, because we are all Americans, no matter where we came from or our forefathers came from. We all share being Americans, and we're very proud of this country, and the diversity of this country makes this country as great as it is. You look back in history, the Irish were considered scum. Basically, every group that comes over were considered, below the people who are already here. I think the country's a lot different now. The majority of the country's a lot different now than it was in the 19th century. And look what a great country we have because of people having the faith that America would live up to its promise as a land of freedom and equal opportunity for all. So thank you for coming. Have a great afternoon. I know they have great entertainment ahead for everybody, and you can't beat the food. My folks came from the Canada via the British Isles, and frankly, between Ireland, Scotland, and Wales and Britain, they don't have the greatest food in the world. So, you ever have haggis? That's a Scottish national food, I guess. Sheep intestines. It's not the tastiest thing in the world. So, enjoy the churros and everything else, the tacos and everything else you got here. So, thank you again for coming. It means a lot to all of us that you're here and that you show that pride. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. And it's great. That's what it makes our country the greatest, is all of you and sharing all your cultures, all your, what you know, everything, your background. I have a story before. When I remember people say here, we are a melting pot. And one time I heard it from a pastor, and I think I said it last year in my, in the interview we showed in here. I like to think of us as a fruit salad, because each, like pineapple, pear, cherry, any fruit brings its own flavor, and when you eat it, you could taste all those great flavors that become a great fruit salad, and that's where we are, and that's why this country is great. Thank you. Now we're going to continue with the chorus that they are doing a wonderful job.
Desde que el corazón
Thank you so much. Let's give another applause to the chorus, St. Hubert Singers. Now I'm going to introduce, before we forget, we're going to say this is a Cultural Awareness Commission that we meet once a month, the first Tuesday of the month, and we do 4 events a year. One being the first one in January is Martin Luther King. February, we do Black History Month. In June, we do a Unity Day. This is all the nations. And Hispanic Heritage Month, we usually do around October, the Hispanic Fiesta. Anybody that wants to join, lives in Hoffman State or works in Hoffman State is welcome. New ideas are always welcome. Now I'm going to introduce I'm going to say the names of everyone in our commission. And not everybody could come up because some are helping in the kitchen, some are helping at the entrance. But let's say it. We have Catherine McCord, which is the commission chair. I'm reading my name because I'm next, not that I want. Jimena Tristain Bigura. We have Susan Cooper, Jennifer Dobbins, Mimi Ferlita, Sandra Laos, Renee McMullen, Carrie Miletic, Arlene Montañez, Aisha Nahma, Jean Stone, Bonnie Worster. And we put a lot of our heart to do these events. Thank you. We have Sandra introducing our speaker today.
Thank you, Jimena. Well, okay. Well, thank you, Jimena. I have a question for all of you. Let's see who did the homework, who know the history. All right, ready? Okay. Do you know where the first university of the New World was funded? Anybody else? Anybody? Well, the answer is it was in Dominican Republic. But at that time, it was not a republic yet. It was like Española. So the name of this university was, or is, because it's still open, Santo Tomás de Aquino, and it was funded in 1538 in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Okay, so well, today we are going to learn a lot about important facts about our Dominican roots, Chicago heart, and building unity across Chicago. Anyway, so today I'm so excited, as you can tell. I'm going to introduce you Dr. Rafael Núñez, Professor Emeritus of the University of Chicago, Illinois.
Thank you. Good afternoon to everybody, and thank you for having me here celebrating today the Hispanic Heritage Month. And I'm Rafael Núñez, as Sandra introduced me, and I'd like to thank also the Commission for inviting me, the Commission for inviting me, and Hoffman State. Well, I'm here to talk about Dominican roots. I'm Dominican, from Dominican descent, Chicago heart, building unity across cultures. To begin, we must look back to the historical origins of the Americas, to the island of Hispaniola, present-day Dominican Republic, and Haiti. At the time of Christopher Columbus' arrival, the island was divided into 5 chiefdoms inhabited by the indigenous Taino people, who had migrated from the northeastern region of what is now Venezuela. The following map illustrates the territory distribution of the five chieftains. It was estimated that there were around 250,000 Taínos whose population had shrunk due to diseases, starvation, physical elimination, and being forced to labor in silver mines by Spanish colonizers during the first 2 decades of the occupation. Because of the almost total elimination, in response, the Spaniards began importing enslaved Africans. Their remnants, the Africans, together with the mixing of Spanish farmers, gave rise to perhaps the most heterogeneous population in Latin America, consisting mainly of mixed mulattoes, blacks, and whites, and more recently, with integration of people from Arab countries, Italian, German, Jewish, Chinese, Turkish, and Haitian descent. So that is the conformity of the Dominicans, and I am an example of that mixture. The Taínos, yes. Well, rewinding back to October 1492, Christopher Columbus arrived in the northwest region of the island. If you wanted to go back. The northwest, where the first cacique that you see there on the top left. That's where he landed and established the Nativity Fortress. Okay. However, after his departure, the men left behind abused the women there, sparking a rebellion in which all the colonizers were killed. That happened. On his second voyage in 1493, Columbus moved further east of the island and founded the Isabella on behalf of the Queen Isabel from Spain, which was the first European settlement in the Americas. During his third voyage, Columbus' brother, Bartholomew, relocated the settlement to the south in 1496 and founded a city called Nueva Isabela on the eastern bank of the Osama River. Next slide. On that side, where you see the tall building, that's where the city was founded in 1496, and that was called Isabela. After a few devastating hurricanes, Governor Nicolás de Obando rebuilt the city in 1502 on the western bank, where you see it on this side at the bottom. That's where it is presently. In honor of, he called it Santo Domingo, in honor of the Saint Dominic. This became the first permanent city in the New World. It is in Santo Domingo in 1502 that building a city began, and with it, all the first it created. The first town hall, slide, in 1514, that served as the mayor office for many years. The first cathedral, Santa Maria de la Menor, founded in 1514. The slide there, you see it. The oldest university in the Americas, the Universidad, as Sandra mentioned, Santo Tomás de Aquino, now named Universidad Autónoma de Santo Domingo. And that was founded, as she said, in 1538. It wasn't Harvard, it was Santo Domingo. All right? From Santo Domingo, subsequent expeditions launched the conquest and colonization of Puerto Rico by Ponce de León, Cuba by Diego Velázquez de Cuellar, and Mexico by Hernán Cortés. They all come from Santo Domingo. It was also from Santo Domingo that Vasco Núñez de Balboa my cousin, in case you don't, okay, sailed and became the first European to see the Pacific Ocean. Now, let us turn to migration to the United States. And this new chapter, Dominicans become migrants themselves, planting roots in New York City and bringing within a cultural heritage and a determination to build a new life in a land where Spanish is not the official language. How and when did it begin? It began with a man named Juan Rodriguez. Okay, he is considered the first non-native resident of what eventually became New York City, specifically Manhattan, and that was in 1613. Wait, Juan Rodriguez slide there? Yeah, that, before, the previous one. That's in just an image of him. Juan Rodriguez was born in Santo Domingo under the Spanish rule, and he was the son of a Portuguese sailor and a West African woman. It is not known for certain what he did during his first year on the island, but it's believed that he built relationship with the local Munsee people, learning the language, marrying a native, just like Dusable, Jean-Baptiste Juan Dusable here, no? And living in the new environment. Juan Rodriguez's story is quite telling and interesting in the history of Dominican migration to New York. His figure represents the diversity and perhaps even the complexity of the city itself. Now, moving forward to the early 1940s and 50s, when some Dominican families were allowed to leave the island, which the dictator Rafael Trujillo Molina ruled with an iron fist. A massive migration to New York City began after Trujillo died in 1961. According to historians, what spurred migration to New York was the intervention of the United States in the Dominican affairs, the invasion of Santo Domingo in 1965, and the subsequent support for the authoritarian regime of Joaquín Balaguer from 1966 to 1978. Now, given the attractions posed by the presence of the United States and how it portrayed the glitters of the American way of life, some Dominicans of all walks of life began to arrive in mass to New York City. They settled there, particularly in Upper Manhattan and in the Bronx. Since then, according to U.S. Census data, the documented Dominican population in the United States has grown significantly over the decades, from fewer of 12,000 in 1960 to approximately 2.4 million today. Before 1990, about 75% of Dominicans in the U.S. lived in New York City. Since then, that proportion has declined to about half, with a large percentage residing in the New York metropolitan area. Others have established communities in cities throughout the eastern and southeastern U.S., with many coming to live in the Midwest, particularly to the greater Chicago area, which is now home to an estimated 15,000 Dominicans. Having settled in these various U.S. regions, Dominicans have left an lasting impact on American culture, particularly in music, sports, cuisine. You have been tasting some of that in what you eat today. Politics, literature, arts, and business. In music, merengue and bachata, vibrant music genre rooted in the Dominican Republic, and best exemplified by Juan Luis Guerra, the next there he is, and Romeo Santos on his right, I think, the next one, I think, no, It's not there, no. They thrive in Dominican communities and beyond. In sports, Dominican athletes such as Sammy Sosa, Alex Rodriguez, David Big Papi Ortiz, Pedro Martinez, and Manny Ramirez have become baseball legends, with Dominicans now comprising approximately a quarter of the major, a quarter of all major league players. Well, basketball has also its share of renowned Dominican athletes, such as Al Horford, that recently went to Arizona, I think, and Tito Hartford from the Boston Celtics, and Karl Anthony Towns from the Minnesota Timberwolves, among many others. In literature, authors such as Julia Alvarez, which is the author of In the Times of the Butterflies, and the Pulitzer Prize winner Junot Diaz, that one at the left there, who wrote The Brief, Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde, have earned critical acclaims and are widely taught in university English departments across the country. There are also, the arts also are fare quite well in the US. Amongst the most well-known Latino plastic artists is Freddy Rodriguez, whose work have been exhibited in museums, in galleries, biennials, and arts fairs. He is the only Dominican-born artist to have paintings as part of the Smithsonian American Museums and the Whitney American Art Museum permanent exhibitions. In the film industry, Zoe Saldaña, a prominent figure of Dominican descent, is a well-known name to many of you, especially recognized for her roles in iconic science fiction movies such as Avatar, The Guardians of the Galaxy, and Star Trek. So there you have Zoe. In 1924, her performance in the film Emilia Perez earned her the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Throughout her career, Saldaña has received numerous accolades, including honors from the Cannes Film Festival and the Golden Globes Awards. To crown her accomplishment, Time magazine named her one of the world's most influential people in 2023. Other notable Dominican-American artists making their marks in Hollywood include young actors who have performed in films such as The Sound of Freedom and in the television series Scrubs. Additionally, the trailblazing actress Maria Montez, an icon of the 1940s, rose to fame starring in Technicolor. For many of you don't know what that is. It's just color in film for the first time. She did costume film, eventual films, and she paved the way for future generation of Latino artists. In the world of politics, Adriano Espaillat became the first Dominican American elected to the U.S. Congress, with many others serving in state legislature throughout the countries and in many places of the eastern seaboard. Dominicans, of course, have made their mark in education as professors, researchers, and teachers. We have them at MIT, in Yale, and Harvard, and in UIC, University of Illinois, Chicago. Well, let me come to a full circle and move to Greater Chicago, where Dominicans are leaving their cultural imprints. Of the Dominican who initially settled in New York City in the 1970s, many moved to Chicago in search of better job opportunities. By the mid-1960s, Dominican families, mostly urban middle-class Catholics, began arriving in Chicago. Despite language barriers, they integrated well with existing Latino communities, particularly with Puerto Ricans and Cubans. Consular records suggest the Dominican presence in Chicago reached over 15,000 today. Thus, the Dominican professional and activists joined forces to promote cultural pride and address community needs. This effort led to public recognition, civic engagement, and cultural enrichment through events, arts, and business development. Dominican-owned businesses flourish in Chicago, contributing to both the city's economy and to Dominican Republic with remittances. Dominican sends to the Santo Domingo close to $12 billion a year. And that's a lot of money for a small island. And with these remarks on Dominicans in Chicago, I have to have hope to have shown how we have significantly touched on the cultural tapestry of Greater Chicago, and here in Hoffman Estate, with Sandra's and many people living here, forging lasting relationship with people in general and building bridges of understanding. Thank you so much for your attention.
Gracias, Rafael. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much for being here. And now we're going to come to the Fiesta part. So we're going to introduce, we try to bring different countries all the time because Latin America starts like in Mexico and goes all the way to Tierra del Fuego, which is the Arctic, or the Antarctic, I think. But we are today going to dance. We had somebody from República Dominicana, and we will have some dances on República Dominicana. We're going to start with Argentina in South America. And I'm going to read a little bit about that. They are going to dance something called gato. El gato is an Argentinian folk dance that shares the lively rhythm of the chacarera, but with a distinct structure and figures. Both are loose, playful, and joyful. So enjoy El Gato.
Había tenido 19 y conmigo habían sido 20. A la que falta nomás.
Thank you. I know one of the important parts is the men, but we have somebody playing the bombo. We have all girls today, but men really do a wonderful job with stepping. Now we're going to go to Bolivia. We have a group called Renacer Boliviano, and I'm going to read a little about them. Renacer Boliviano dance troupe helps preserve the culture and traditions of Bolivia throughout the year. They share Bolivian culture by performing folkloric dances at festivals, parades, and fundraiser events through the year. So right now, one of the national dances of Bolivia is called cueca. Cueca is dance not just in Bolivia. Of course, the Bolivian cueca is typical from Bolivia, but also there is marinera from Peru, and there is cueca in Chile. But today we're going to have a Bolivian cueca.
Calzón de seda, por saber, no sé qué voy a hacer. Le tocaría, ay sí, su piel tercita, hasta que raspándose me diga, toma tu suerte. Hasta que raspándose me diga, toma tu suerte. Ay, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la ira la, la ira la, la ira la la la. Por saber, no sé qué voy a hacer. Dice que tiene calzón de seda, por saber, no sé qué voy a hacer. Esa cholita dice que tiene calzón de seda, por saber, no sé qué voy a hacer. Tocaría, y sí, su piel tercita, hasta que raspándose me diga, toma tu suerte. Hasta que raspándose me diga, toma tu suerte. Ay, la 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 la, ay, la 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 la, ay, la ay, la la, ay, la la, ay, la la, ay, la la la, la. Por saber, no sé qué voy a hacer.
Bravo. Are we enjoying these dances? Yes, I'm glad. And we're getting to know about different cultures. We're going to go to Colombia now, and still in South America. And there is this new group formed called, and they're going to represent Colombia and later Venezuela. So that's why they call themselves Café, because café comes from Colombia. y arepa, and arepa is, Colombians have arepa, but Venezuelans too, in movement, café and arepa in movement. We're going to read about the dance they're going to perform. First, we're going to represent Colombia as a cumbia, the typical dance from Colombia. Cumbia is one of the dances, very traditional dances from Colombia that was born in the Caribbean coast, and it's a mix of three cultures: Afro, Spaniard, and indigenous. So they have flutes and drums. Sometimes for some reason I took the Spanish one. So they have drums, and the cumbia is a symbol, it's a really symbol for Colombia. Cumbia started in Colombia, and a lot of countries now dance their own style of cumbia, but really cumbia comes from Colombia. So let's dance a cumbia. Thank you. Viva Colombia. They usually dance that in the beach, that they have no shoes, with some candles. It's a very nice dance, one of my favorites. We're going to go now with Dominican Republic. You know, bachata, salsa, cumbia, it's become very popular that, you know, the dance, a lot of dance schools do dance that. We have this group dance troupe that is called Extreme Latin Dance. And the greatest thing that it's not a Hispanic only, we have a lot of Polish people dancing bachata and dancing salsa. So very happy for that. I know they do a great job. So we're going to introduce, they're going to do a bachata with all girls, I think, right now. And thank you, Extreme Latin Dance.
Llevo días preguntándome por qué sigo cruzándome con hombres como tú. Embusteros, mujeriegos, bandoleros que le fascinan los juegos como tú. Pero hay algo que me intriga y me hace olvidar lo que he aprendido del amor. Tu sonrisa me sube, la adrenalina me domina y me hace perder el control. Un amor exótico, yo quiero un amor exótico, pionero, un amor exótico, yo quiero un amor exótico, Alejandra. No hay duda alguna que el destino es el culpable de que hoy me encuentro frente a ti. Fueron tantas noches que jugué en mi mente con la fantasía que hoy se ha vuelto realidad. Enséñame tu idioma, quiero conocerlo, pero no sé cómo ni decir tu nombre. Si lo pides, sé que yo también, tu amor exótico yo puedo ser. Vámonos, llévame a explorar, que quiero conocer ese nuevo lugar. Lo que yo busco es un amor exótico, yo quiero un amor exótico, pionero, un amor exótico, yo quiero un amor exótico,
You know, they do perform and they do competition. So, and that's something I want to join one day, I said, because I love dancing. Daniela is the one that referred me, one of the girls, that she belongs to an organization with me. And she, showed me about this group. They are in Schiller Park. Okay, we're going to go back to Argentina. And we're going to dance now a chacarera. Let's see if everyone is ready. The chacarera is a traditional, also Argentinian folk dance and music genre that originated in the rural areas of and blends indigenous and European influences. The dance is a lively partner contra dance performed to a distinctive rhythm, often feature foot stamping and swirling movements. Key instruments include the guitar, the violin, and the bombo. We have a bombo today, the bombo drum. So let's enjoy chacarera from Argentina.
Siento una pena que el pago ha cambiado, se han borrado sendas por donde yo he andado. Se ha secado la guada donde antes rotaba, se cayó el quebracho que sombra me daba. Rostro muy triste del hombre curtido, busca su caballo, la huella perdido. Vamos mi caballo al norte correr, yo quiero enramarlo. las anchas. Se escucha en las noches su llanto llorar, un violín que ha muerto en el algarrobal. Vamos mi caballo, el norte correr, yo quiero en la mano y las otra vez.
Now we're going to go back to the group Café and Arepa en Movimiento, but this time they're going to represent a dance from Venezuela. And do you know that I don't know if it was yesterday or 2 days ago, Venezuela won the Nobel Prize of Peace. So, bravo, Venezuela. And yeah, the Venezuelan tambores, this dance is called tambores, are traditional Afro-Venezuelan dance and music style from the coastal regions of the country. They are performed with lively drum rhythms, singing, and energetic dance moves, often during celebrations like the Feast of St. John. Tambores represent joy, community, and the rich cultural heritage of Venezuela. Bravo, thank you, Café and Arepa. I love that, Café and Arepa en Movimiento. Great dancers. Now we're going to go back to Renacer Boliviano and one dance called the Tinku. And let me find. It says, the word Tinkus means encounter. During this encounter, fight takes place between men, but also between women and children of different communities. Generally, the fights are between two people, but in some cases, it can lead to large fights, causing serious injuries sometimes, you know. Tinku is practice a ceremonial rite mixing the customs, philosophy, and religion of the indigenous people for their mystical devotion. But at the same time, it's a very, very happy, very energetic dance. We're going to have this time the group. No, no tenemos tiempo. We're going to have the adults dance in Tinku, and after them, this is the third generation of the Renacer dancers. My granddaughter will be dancing, so I directed the dance troupe, then I have my daughters dancing, and now I have the youngest kids are going to do a little performance too. So let's welcome the Tinku.
Somos un mismo destino. Ay, palomita, ay, si tú no me amarías, mi vida se acabaría.
Bella mujer, de ti me enamoré, de tu mirada. Escribiré lo que siento por ti en esta tonada. Bella mujer, de ti me enamoré, de tu mirada. Escribiré lo que siento por ti en esta tonada.
Y tiernamente hasta la muerte viviré para ti. ¡Oh! Mientras mi cuerpo siga con vida, quiero ser para ti. Y tiernamente hasta la muerte viviré para ti. ¡Oh! Mientras mi cuerpo siga con vida, quiero ser para ti.
casas para vivir, que si me piden y papasca, una cholita me hace temblar. Quédate quieto, dice un turista, máquina lista, fotografiar.
So that's our new generation that are dancing. We're going to have the last dance, and after they do bachata, if anybody wants to do a little bachata, we're going to play it again, and we could all dance, and then we're going to have the piñata for all the kids. Let's welcome again Extreme Latin Dance.
Una mirada, dices mucho y algo me intriga de ti. Para divertirnos debemos ser locos y complacer lo que pida la piel. Veo que tú ya me estás provocando, a la pista te quiero invitar. Mientras ambos nos vamos rozando, todo va a fluir. Dime si me pego lento, el vaivén de tus caderas quiero sentir. Sexo con ropa, baby, let's go. Mami, I wanna dance floor if you let me. Aunque violemos la ley, así, yeah. Que el baile nos excite, así. Let's turn this dance into sex. Tú ya me estás provocando, a la pista te quiero invitar. Mientras ambos nos vamos rozando, todo va a fluir. Dime si me pego lento, dime si me pego lento. Y el vaivén de tus caderas quiero sentir. Sexo con ropa, baby, let's go. Mami, I wanna dance floor if you let me. Aunque violemos la ley, así, así, yeah. Que el baile nos excite, así. Let's turn this dance into sex.
We're gonna have them. Thank you so much. Stay in here, and each one will take a partner. We're gonna dance, everybody. Let's repeat the song.
Qué calor en la arena, tú me calientas más fuerte que el sol. Nena, qué problema si te hago el amor. Si te hago el
All right, guys, are you ready to start? Let's do bachata, basic, here we go. One.
que bailas así, de ti quiero repetir los besos que tú me das. Mami, yo te lo advertí, deja que fluya la temperatura tuya. Dios bendiga esa nalga suya, a ti no hay quien te sustituya. Sí, cuando sale el sol, ya te quiero ver. Lo comemos con la mirada, nadie sabe nada. Una calentura sube la temperatura, tú estás dura, nadie está a tu altura. Tú me tientas y hoy quiero darte. Qué calor. bien completa, tiene todo. Quiero los papeles de ese todo. Lo hacemos despacio. Yo soy un Richard Mille, el novio tuyo un caso. Pero está buena sin tener que ir al gimnasio. No me caso. Aunque me toque una vez más.